Email remains a primary target for cyber attacks, so it is essential to protect it. We discussed this topic in email protection. In that topic, we briefly mentioned email encryption. Today, we will demonstrate how to configure your M365 tenant to encrypt emails. Email encryption is essential for secure communication with your partners. If an email is sent unencrypted, anyone between the sender and the recipient could read its contents. This includes the provider's employees and anyone with access to the physical medium. Today, I will show you how to encrypt emails with Transport Layer Security, TLS. Microsoft Purview Message Encryption, MPME. Secure Multipurpose Internet Mail Extensions, MIME. I will also demonstrate how to do this on your Windows email client, Outlook. When you start from Microsoft 365 Admin Center, click on Show All. Exchange. Mail Flow. Connectors. We will create two connectors that require TLS encryption to the partner domain, m365.de. The first will be for receiving emails, inbound. The second will be for sending emails, outbound. Click on Add Connector. Select Connection from Partner Organization to Office 365. Name Inbound m365.de and description. Add the domain. Make sure you select Reject messages if they aren't encrypted using TLS. Add another connector. Select Connection from Office 365 to Partner Organization. Name Outbound m365.de and description. Add the partner domain m365.de. Use MX record and use the default settings as shown. Add an email address from the partner domain. If successful, note that you only need to validate once. Otherwise, the recipient will receive multiple emails from Microsoft Validator. Validation takes some time. We added TLS encryption for the first partner actually in version 1.2. Do the same for the other partners. We will continue with MPME encryption. The license needed is Azure Information Protection Plan 1, which is included in M365 Business Premium, Office 365 E3 and E5, and in Microsoft 365 E3 and E5 plans. There are two ways to set it up. 1. Enable encryption for all employees in the company. 2. User can decide to encrypt. Click on Rules. Add a rule, apply Office 365 Message Encryption, give a name. Select, the sender is inside the organization. Click on, select one, then encrypt. Enable the rule and save. If we send a usual email to anyone, whether internal or external, the recipient, on the right, will receive an encrypted email. See the same recipient email in Outlook Classic. Now, we want the user to decide whether to encrypt an email. First, we have to disable the rule that we created in Exchange Online. Remember, with this rule, all emails will be encrypted. In Exchange Admin Center, click on Mail Flow, Rules. Click on the rule and disable it. On the desktop, open Outlook and write an email. Click on Options, find the lock symbol. Select Encrypt, and send the email. The results at the recipient side are the same. See it in Outlook, New, and Outlook, Classic. For tenants created before February 2018, the encryption could not work. We should check and enable Azure Rights Management via PowerShell. If Exchange Online rule did not encrypt the email, enable the service as shown on the left. If user selection to encrypt the email did not work, then enable the service as shown on the right. We will continue with configuring the MIME certificate in Outlook. We created a self-signed certificate for this demonstration purpose. A self-signed certificate we additionally have to install to trusted root on all devices, desktops, and smartphones. The installation for trusted certificates is the same, even simpler, which could be used to sign and encrypt the message to external recipients. In Outlook Classic, click on File Options. Trust Center. Trust Center Settings. Email Security. Import and browse to the PFX certificate. Enter the certificate password and click OK to also import the needed private key. Click on Settings and change the hash algorithm to SHA-256 as SHA-1 is insecure. Publish to GAL. Check for the warning in the taskbar, and allow the app to access the private key. Take a look at the email signed and encrypted by Ben using an MIME certificate. The two icons in the top right indicate this. Reply to this email. Click on Options, then Sign and Encrypt. The buttons are selected as this message was signed and encrypted by the sender. We have completed all of the tasks. Are you unsure which method would work best for your business and customers? From a security perspective, the differences become clear, especially when viewed from the attacker's point of view. TLS is easy to deploy, but it has a fundamental limitation: the email is only encrypted during transport. Decryption happens on the server. This means TLS only protects the connection between mail servers or between the client and the server. Once the message reaches the customer's email server, we often have no visibility into how users access their mailbox. They may still use insecure protocols such as unencrypted SMTP or IMAP. In contrast, MIME provides significantly stronger protection because emails can be encrypted end-to-end. The security no longer depends on the underlying infrastructure. Even if the mail servers or the network are compromised, the encrypted message cannot be read. However, implementing MIME is more complex and more expensive. Each employee requires a trusted personal certificate, which must be purchased, deployed, and renewed regularly. Most certificates are valid for 1 year, though 2-year certificates are also available. This adds administrative effort and recurring costs. If most of your customers use a Microsoft Exchange hybrid setup with Exchange Online, or, ideally, Exchange Online exclusively, you can take advantage of Microsoft Purview Message Encryption, MPME. It is easy to deploy and does not involve additional ongoing costs. In hybrid work scenarios, where employees work from anywhere, MPME can be applied internally through Exchange Online mail flow rules, as demonstrated. Users also have the option to apply MPME themselves when sending emails to external recipients. The warning shown on the Microsoft root certificate page highlights an important point. Because Microsoft manages the encryption keys, it is technically possible for Microsoft to decrypt protected messages. We assume that Microsoft is making efforts to secure its infrastructure and prevent attackers from gaining unauthorized access. Nevertheless, the main risk always remains with the user. If an attacker gains access to a user's device, for example, through phishing or malware, they could intercept emails before encryption or after decryption. This risk exists regardless of the encryption technology. Over the last few minutes, we looked at the different email encryption methods available in Microsoft 365 and how to configure them step by step. Which option you choose will depend on your organization's compliance requirements and, in some cases, on your customers' expectations. At a minimum, every organization should use Transport Layer Security, or TLS, to secure email transport between mail servers. For internal communication, and for customers who also use Exchange Online, I recommend using Microsoft Purview Message Encryption, or MPME, together with Exchange Online mail flow rules. This approach provides strong protection while keeping the process simple for your users. For employees who work with sensitive or business-critical information, MIME still offers the highest level of end-to-end protection. Just remember that your communication partners also need a trusted MIME certificate for it to work properly. And one final thought, more than 90% of cyber attacks start with an email. That's why securing your email communication is absolutely essential. Take a look at our email protection video, where we show you how to configure user quarantine and advanced protection policies.